Israel-Gaza Iran War News Live Update. Iran's Guard Chief pledges Syria strike vengeance. Israel will pay for bloodshed. Jerusalem must wait for response, after Iranian military advisor murdered in alleged Israeli bombing in Aleppo is buried in Tehran, Hossein Salami threatens, after an alleged Israeli strike killed an Iranian advisor in Aleppo, Syria. This week, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps commander Hossein Salami promised vengeance on Wednesday. Following the burial of IRGC advisor Saeed Abayer in Tehran, Salami warned that Israel would pay for the bloodshed. The New York Times reported that Abayer was in Syria with the IRGC's Expeditionary Quds Force since 2012. The British-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reported that Israel killed 16 more pro-Iran rebels, including Syrian and international fighters. Salami told Iran's semi-official Mehr news agency that Israel must wait for a response to the execution of Iranian military advisor Saeed Abayer in Syria. Israel, which has carried out hundreds of strikes in Syria since the start of the civil war, mostly targeting Hezbollah, an Iranian proxy, or Iranian fighters approaching Israel's border, did not comment on the strike. Aleppo is on the other side of Syria from Israel and further than most prior Jewish state operations. Though Jerusalem may have directed strikes there, the previous claimed Israeli strike in Syria killed a girl near Banias on May 29. A simultaneous strike killed 3 Hezbollah members nearby, according to the observatory. It said shrapnel from a Syrian missile intercept killed the girl. After the Iran-backed Hamas's October 7 massacre, 3,000 terrorists crossed the border into Israel, killing 1,200 people and taking 251 hostages in brutality and sexual assault. Alleged Israeli strikes increased. After the deadly April 1 Israeli-blamed attack on the Iranian consulate in Damascus, regional tensions skyrocketed and Iran launched its first direct attack on Israel, the observatory said they slowed. Hezbollah-led fighters in Lebanon have been hitting Israeli communities and military posts along the northern border nearly daily since the Hamas attack on southern Israel. The group claims to be supporting Gaza in the war. Reuters reported that France, Britain, and Germany, the E3, filed a draft resolution to the International Atomic Energy Agency's Board of Governors on Monday challenging Iran on uranium traces at undeclared locations and inspection banning. This week's draft asks for Tehran to cooperate immediately with the UN nuclear watchdog's years-long inquiry into the findings, including letting the IAEA collect samples. It also encourages Iran to implement a March 2023 joint declaration that guarantees collaboration and enable IAEA uranium enrichment experts on the inspection team, which Tehran has prohibited. In its November 2022 resolution, the board called on Iran to cooperate with the agency and take the essential and urgent actions to resolve safeguards issues that remain outstanding despite numerous interactions with the agency since 2019. The proposal updates an 18-month-old resolution. Iran's nuclear leader Mohammad Eslami told Fars that the resolution will mean action. After the Biden administration opposed the new resolution at the March IAEA meeting, the Europeans want to pass it. A senior European diplomat said the US is having difficulty advancing the resolution. The ambassador said, "In our conversations, we continue to do everything to convince them." On May 27, The Wall Street Journal reported that diplomatic sources said the Biden administration has urged other nations to abstain from censure votes, which Washington will do.